We are back with more of My Southern Home, and I'm here with Krista, Window World customer. And Krista, your home was 27 years old, and it needed a brand new roof.
Yes, it did. When I bought the house, I was like, they weren't going to budge on it, and so I decided to go ahead and get the house myself and look at getting a new roof. So 2 years after I bought the house, it was quite old and definitely needed some work. I was really surprised it didn't leak before I got the roof done. It was pretty bad. So.
Well, they found a lot of damage on the roof, you were saying, when they lifted up the shingles.
Yeah, the guy that was the head of the crew came out and asked me to look at it, and I was like, oh, wow. Good chunks of the boards were just completely rotted out. So.
You're extremely lucky.
Yes, absolutely.
And now you don't have to worry about that at all because you have this beautiful brand new roof.
Right. And Window World's awesome because they give you that lifetime warranty that it can transfer to a buyer if I decide to sell down the road, which is pretty cool.
So why did you choose Window World of Louisville?
Window World, I had probably about 8 different estimates from different companies, and they ranged really wide range. I mean, anywhere from $6,000 to $18,000 for a roof, which is kind of crazy. So I went to Facebook and started asking people about roofs, and my boss had her roof done by Window World, and she was really, really impressed with the crew and the sales. I decided to go with someone local about supporting local businesses, and having that recommendation from a person that I work with was really important to me.
In Window World of Louisville, when they came, they needed to add insulation and some other things that you didn't realize that were necessarily needed.
Yeah, more boards. I was definitely, kind of thought I would need some replacements, but there was even planking on the old part of the house that needed some touch-ups there, and they took care of that. And also we had the conversation about, hey, you don't really have a whole lot of roofing up in your you don't have a whole lot of ventilation up there. So we talked about all the different options, and I decided to go with the ridge vent and some other venting up there to help keep it not so hot up there.
It probably made you feel really good to have someone that you trusted take care of your house, which is the largest investment most people make.
Absolutely. And it was I was very surprised to have a crew come out that was very personable. They got down to work, got busy. I mean, it even rained, and they had to come back the next day, and they were back the next morning right away, let me know that they were here, and got busy working. And I mean, it's a beautiful roof. It looks really nice now.
What was the timeline of the process from start to finish?
Well, I made the call to Window World. They came out within a week. We got the estimate done. The guys were here just for a little while. They got all the measurements taken care of and said I'd be on the schedule within the next couple weeks. And it was probably a week later they called and said, hey, we can come out this week. Do you have time? Can we come out and do that? Absolutely. So it was a real quick process.
It's nice to have something like a roof done that quickly, especially with the age of your roof.
Right. And I got mine done in November, so I was a little worried about the weather and whatnot, and especially with winter coming, I wanted to make sure it was taken care of before the snow and ice hit.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank
Really
you.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more My Southern Home in just a moment.